Good afternoon and welcome to Nissan Arena, the home of the Suncorp Super Net for 2020 for today's 3 games in the HART Sapphire series. Today we start the second round of matches. All teams have already played each other once. We start the second round of matches with all teams eager to make their start for the push for the finals. First up in today's game, we have the 5th place Tigers taking on the 6th place Bond University Sharks. My name is Dave Mills. Today I'm joined by netball royalty, none other than a lady who has played for the Fiji international side, has played for the Queensland Firebirds, is the current coach of the Queensland 19s for the last 3 years. Dr. Simone Nalatu, welcome to the coverage. First time with us here at Nissan Arena this year.
Thank you, Millsy. It's lovely to be here for my first time this year. Very looking forward to watching a Sapphire game live. I've been watching it on live stream and listening to you over the last few weeks, so it's lovely to be on the other side.
I hope you've liked the dulcet tones. As I said, this is the start of the second round of match, and there's the table. So right now we've got the Tigers sitting in 5th on 21 points. They're taking on the University Bull Sharks from Bond. They're on 10. The Bull Sharks yet to get their first match victory. They've won some quarters, which is great, but they're fighting hard to get their first win of the season. So it's 100 matches for Kristen Oxenford. That's what you can see on your screen right there. She's the captain of this side. I spoke to her before the game. She said it's amazing. She's only 24 years of age. She started as a 16-year-old. You must have come across her in your travels?
Yeah, Chrissy's a great ambassador for our sport, and yeah, it feels like she's been around for a lifetime, and that's because she's been playing, like I said, for such a long time because she started so young.
Her coach says she's the most loyal and dedicated person. She's a great captain and a real role model because they've got a very young side, so she says she's the best leader they could possibly have for that team. Kristen herself believes she's captained about 49 games since she's come there. Her first coach, Paula Stewart, she played under her for 4 years, and now she's moved on. Hopefully she can get the side their first victory today. Yeah,
it would be wonderful for the Bull Sharks to take out the game this afternoon for Chrissy. So hitting for them, but I'm sure the Tigers will have something to say about that.
So the Bull Sharks lineup is there. You see Stephanie Bairstow is in the shooting position. Ella Bertacchini as the goal attack. Riley Burns the wing attack. The aforementioned Kristen Oxenford playing a 100th game is the centre and captain. The pocket dynamo Ava Black is the wing defence. Emily Gilbert gets her second start of the season, and Shanae Grant is the goalkeeper. So that leaves a bench of, if I've done my maths correctly, Georgia Finn playing the first time at this level for this year. Houston and Casey Collins also playing in the first time this year. Coached by Cheryl Burns. Beck Foreman is the assistant coach and the manager is Darren Cannon. Now the Tigers, their team is as programmed. Emily Gage at shooter, Amy Somerville in captain goal attack, Alana Schuster at the wing attack, Claire Haig, who told me she's been playing since 2011. She reckons she's got 200 games. So she's the centre. Harriet Adds at the wing, Sally Rosenoff the GD. The Scottish international Hayley Mulheron, she is the goalkeeper, which leaves a bench of, if I've done my maths correctly, Alice Morga, Lily Gribble and Natasha Robinson. Coached by Erin Burns. Paula Stewart is the assistant sitting on the bench. Megan Snell is unavailable today. And Ashley Namo is the manager. Just like to take this opportunity to respectfully acknowledge the Turrbal, the Djerara and the Yugara peoples, the traditional owners and custodians of the land on which this event is taking place, and elders past and present and emerging. Simone, this should be a good match.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this match. I think, like you said, there's a lot on the line for the Bull Sharks today, wanting to get their first win, particularly with Chrissy's 100th game. But the Tigers as well will be wanting to claim not just the game but the points so they can push for that 4th spot.
So we're underway, and the umpires for today in the Sapphire is Claire Johnson, and the umpire is Nicola Stevens, with Chantel Keane, the reserve umpire. So predictions for this one?
Look, I think it's going to be tight. I'm not sure, Millsy. What's your pick?
Well, the Tigers have been, to me, the bit of a sleeping giant, so I'm going to tip the Tigers by just a narrow margin. Last time these two teams met, it was only on the 6th of September. It was round 4, and it was 48 to the Tigers, 41 to the Bull Sharks. So there's not a lot separating these two teams.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Bull Sharks have opened up the match really well. Barstow almost trying to put the second goal through for the game.
So don't forget, you can join us on all the socials, particularly our Facebook page, which is HART Sapphire Series. And, of course, you can follow us on the fantastic Instagram. I'm not a big Instagrammer, but you are, I know. Sapphire Series Netball. You'd be following that page, wouldn't you, Simi?
Oh, look, it's great to have a look and see what the results are.
So We've already got some viewers on there. Darlene Karina and Karen Poper's watching, so welcome to the coverage. So the ball is with the Tigers. They got a chance to go there first, and they get it, and that's the first of the Tigers through Gage, and the Tigers on the board. Bull Sharks 2-1, 1.5 played. So key matchups, you see. Amy Somerville key for the Tigers, you feel?
Yeah, definitely. Amy's got plenty of experience and will really try and control that attack end for the Tigers.
Oh, the 100-gamer, the veteran, grabs the ball. It's hard to call someone 24 years of age a veteran.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think, Chrissy's been really dedicated to her region, and so it's great to see her, like we said, notching up those games.
So Bertocchini with it, the GA. She's about 3.1 metres out, steps in, and ball goes out through the Tigers off, I believe that's Mulherron. Did you ever play against Mulherron?
No.
Internationally, I mean?
Actually, that's a really good question. I probably did, but she would have been down in the shooting circle, and I was obviously out in the centre court. So I don't remember. I don't remember direct, but I'm sure we may have come across each other.
So the Bull Sharks have started brilliantly. They're 3-1 up. Long ball in, and Mulherron went hunting, couldn't get it.
Yeah, great vision there by Burns.
And a goal to Steph Bairstow. Great start by the Sharks. This has been their best start on any match, I would believe.
Yeah,
well, definitely the ones I've seen.
They've started really well. Nice and controlled in attack they've been so far.
So ball through Gilbert to Oxenford. Gilbert got the start last week. That was her first start at this level, and she gets it again. Has maintained that position. And turnover there to the Bull Sharks. Unfortunate that 5-1 would have been a great lead.
Yeah, it would have been lovely. Oh, Ava Black comes through really strongly there on the contest.
I don't know much about Ava Black, but she's very impressive.
She, fantastic. So we had the state titles earlier in actually last week here at Nissan. And
just touch off this. Yeah, our new feature, the picture-in-picture replay. How good is that?
Gosh, so many things have changed this year.
Bigger budget. Sorry to cut you off there. Continue.
No, so Ava Black, a great young product from Toowoomba originally, and took out the player of the final in the 18 and under state titles. About this time last week here.
Speaking of state titles, Bull Sharks won both 16s and 18s.
They did.
That's a great sign for the future for their club.
Fantastic sign, and particularly a lot of them on court today, featured across both teams.
Yes, and we've got the state team announcement. We're going to announce the state teams at half-time. You're going to do that. Fantastic.
Yeah, looking forward to announcing that. So having a little bit of trouble there, the Bull Sharks trying to find one of their goalers. And
unfortunately, it's turned over. That's through Haig. And the transition here from the Tigers, it's with Adset. Ooh, loose pass again, but Bertocchini gives away the contact. Are you surprised by this start to the Bull Sharks?
Not really. I think they've got, the youth, they can be unpredictable, can't they? So I think the way that they've started, it's the challenge for them will be to maintain this throughout the game. Well,
speaking of you, Georgia Finn and Casey Collins both make their debuts at this level for this year.
Yeah, fantastic.
So they come up from the Ruby level.
Casey was another member of the Bull Sharks 18 and under team that were champions. So it's great to see such depth in the region, and that they're willing to bring them through up into their top teams.
So the ball with Somerville, she gets the goal, 4-3. Tigers eating away at this lead, got a chance to tie it up here with their centre pass.
Yeah, the Bull Sharks would be ruining. They had a few more opportunities to put a few more goals on the board, but to the Tigers' credit, they've been able to stem that flow.
Nice play with Schuster and Somerville. Somerville misses a shot, but the ball falls fortuitously to her. Misses again, unusual. She doesn't normally miss two in a row.
No, not at all. It was a great rebound there by Grant.
Adset covered nicely, forces the ball out, and Gilbert will get us going again with the throw. Goes long to the aforementioned Ava Black. She is a pocket rocket.
There's your replay, Melzy, that you were talking about before, huh?
Oh, it's good to have you in the coverage, Simi. I've missed you.
It's great to be here.
So, last year I was part of all your jokes, and nothing has changed.
It's only first quarter of game one today, Melzy. Just, want to warm up.
I actually did ask for you to be in the commentary box with me. So,
are you regretting that now? Great hold there by Bairstow to put the 6th goal on for the Sharks.
Speaking of commentators, Riley Richardson's joining us. I know Riley from the Outdoor Men's. He was in our first ever men's coverage that we did from the Gold Coast with Sue Gordian when she was doing the men's coverage. So nice to see him listening. So long shot there, misses again. This time the rebound's through the defensive end of the Bull Sharks to get a fast going. And a brilliant take there. I think that was Harry. That's her third this match. We've only been going 7 minutes.
Yeah, she read that really well to come through. It probably wasn't a great delivery there by Grant.
And 6-4, the Bull Sharks hanging on to this lead. They've won 5 quarters this year, so this will be their 6th if they can maintain it for the next 8-16. And that's a vast improvement. I don't think they've won a first quarter yet this year, so this is a great start by them.
No, it is a great start. They just really need to make sure that they take these opportunities when they get them. So that's a great shot there by Bertolini.
I was going to say they seem to be showing a lot of patience in the offensive end. Like, stop it. Look at the technology here. Slow-mo even. So there's unlimited budget, it appears, this year. Had a great shot there by Emily Gage. So it's probably overshadowing Amy Somerville at the moment. Somerville's yet to find range fully. The 100-gamer gets it, kicks it out to Bertolini. So a lot of interplay between them. A great feed in. A little shove in the back there. It doesn't worry Burstow.
No, she's nice and strong, Burstow.
And big goal this. And no mistake made by Bertolini. Ella Bertolini gets another one. Margin 3, biggest lead of the game so far. And it goes to the Bull Sharks. Oh, nearly a turnover there. And it is. So here come the Bull Sharks again.
So they are. Their build-up's really nice and patient. As I say, that Burns takes ends up on the floor, but she did really well to take that ball downside and get it away.
I thought she may have crossed the line, but umpire didn't see it that way. We're a long way away. I'm not wearing my glasses, so I should put them on. So another goal to the Bull Sharks, 9-5. Great start by them.
Yeah, it is a really good start by them, and like you said, they're really patient at the moment in attack.
Oxenford gets cleaned up there by the Scottish international, Mulheron.
Strong challenge there by Mulheron. Timing probably was just a little bit off, but worth a go.
So she took out the centre then. She might have taken you out in the
probably. That's probably why I don't remember. No,
2007 World Cup? Was that when you played?
2007 and 11, yes.
7 and 11. That's awesome. I promised the viewers we'd have a superstar.
Oh, gosh. And you got me.
And we got Gary Passion last week, so I didn't really deliver. No offence, Gaz. So, and the ball with the Tigers now, and brilliantly finds Amy Somerville under the ring. And this time she makes no mistake. 10-6. 6 to play in the first. It's all Bull Sharks at the moment. They're standing firm. And don't forget, this is a side that's only scoring about 42 to 43 goals a game, so they only average 10 a quarter. And with 6 to play, they've got 11. So this is a great... The coach told me that Cheryl Burns said they've been doing heaps of work offensively, and it's really starting to pay dividends. So... Oh, loose ball, and Gilbert was all over it, but we've got an obstruction call first.
Yeah, Oxford asked to stay out of play. See what the Tigers can do here. Probably haven't had the flow and attack which they would like.
So Gilbert gives away a contact in the circle. Somerville, it rings out. Loose ball. Somerville picks it up. A couple of uncharacteristic misses there for Amy Somerville.
Yeah. Big credit to the defensive pressure that's happening in the circle by the Bull Sharks. Grant, a Queensland Fusion player, plenty of experience, and she's got young Gilbert in front of her who, is great and will provide Grant good protection. And I'm sure Grant's giving her lots of instruction.
Loose feed that gets turned over, and the ball back with the Tigers in transition. Schuster's got no one to throw to. This will be a replay. Schuster picks it up, shielded the ball beautifully.
That was really smart there to...
and the turnover, we've got an umpire's call. Gilbert again, a little bit expensive at the moment. So what do you say to a young player? And outside the circle, what's happened there?
Looks like there was an offside call by one of the Tiger attackers.
I think it was Schuster must have gone offside. Maybe the shoelace crept over the line.
Yeah.
So, and a great pass in. Drive by Bertolini along the base. Needs to finish and does.
That was a fantastic offload by Barristow there. Had to have plenty of courage to let it go, but she did, and that's really what the Bull Sharks. Yeah. I'll get it eventually.
Oh, a little step there missed by the umpire, but Bairstow doesn't care. 13-6, of 7, biggest lead of the game, and it belongs to the Bull Sharks. And they are on a run at the moment. little while ago it was just 8-6, so 9-6, so it's a 4-0 run. Tigers need to answer here. We need a Mizuno momentum shift. And we don't get it there. Gilbert forces it out. Hagel have to do the throw-in.
That was a better challenge there by Gilbert. She's reading the play really well, you can see. Probably not, her line to the ball hasn't been great, which is why she's been penalised, but that one was a really good example of her having a go and just disrupting the play down in this Tigers' front line.
Expert commentary from Simone Olatu, State 19's coach. Line to the ball, that's brilliant. And the ball falls with the aforementioned Gilbert. Finds Burns. A little bit unbalanced, but hang on just enough. Black there arrives in time.
Right on the 3 second, I reckon.
2.99. Bertacchini, she's had the bib ripped off. We've called time. You know my feelings on bibs. We've never invented something like it doesn't fall off. Game clothing, Gary Passion, if you're listening, come on. So.
Oh, that was
unlucky.
Unlucky miss there by Besto under the post.
3 minutes to play. It's all Bull Sharks, 13-6. And Tigers struggling in transition today. This is usually one of their features. A hand over there, a bit of a zone press being played by the Bull Sharks.
Yeah, definitely. And just confusing the space, and it's probably a smart tactic at the moment. The Tigers don't have anything offering strong an attack.
Bairstow comes a long way from home. And loose ball, Bertacchini, and the ball goes to the Tigers. Bit sloppy there, that last bit of play. The last minute or so, the Bull Sharks haven't taken their opportunities.
Yeah, not at all. They probably could have pushed the lead out a little bit more than what they've got. But to the Tigers' credit, they've been able to disrupt and really need to put this ball to goal.
And it falls to Somerville, and she gets it. Lovely shot. I always say when she shoots, it's got snow on it. It goes that high.
She has a beautiful high release.
13-7. But quick play there, falls to Bairstow. Now, we mentioned the state titles last weekend. This weekend, state age up at the sunny coast.
I know.
We believe all the young people are watching us on the big screen, so hello to all the young people up there.
Yeah,
that's
hello.
From 12 through to 16s, I believe.
I believe it's...
So, 17s?
16s, I think.
16s. It's a huge event.
It's a massive event. Wonderful competition for all of our young netballers wanting to be on this court and on the Sun Super Netball court in the future. But it's where great experiences and friendships are made.
The intercept there by Rosenoff. This is just what the Tigers need to come into the quarter-time break. If they could score here, it's their centre next. They can really eat into this margin. It was as big as 7.
Yeah.
And a turnover there. Gilbert forced the turnover.
Yeah, Gilbert did a great job there just to cause the error from Haig. I think this is an equally important goal for the Bull Sharks. Given the start that they've had, they won't want to go into the quarter-time giving off this lead that they've been able to create, and that's a great ball and take by Besto there.
It really was. It looked like it was going out, and she pulled it in. Gets a second chance on the shot. Mulheron jumps in, doesn't put her off. With 47 seconds to play, it's 15-8, 7 the margin.
Yeah, wonderful start by the Bull Sharks. The Tigers, though, have had their opportunities like this and have not been able to capitalise on them.
Ball deemed to have come off Grant last. Throw into the Tigers. Clock ticking down, 30 seconds. Ball falls with Somerville. Grant contacts. She'll have a shot from about 3 metres out. And passes off.
Yeah, well within her range, Amy Somerville, but probably just wanting to make sure of the goal.
Use a bit more time, perhaps, even. A bit of gamesmanship.
Yeah, absolutely. 20 seconds, still plenty of time.
Black to Burns in a high-tempoed centre pass move. So this will be the last play of the game, of the quarter, not the game. It falls to Bertacchini. Can she make this great quarter, put the cherry on top? No, it goes to Bairstow. She shoots and unfortunately misses. That hurts because it was a fairly easy shot and it was close to the ring. Well, there's no such thing as an easy shot, but it was close to the ring.
No, well within her range, Bairstow. I'm sure she'll be ruining that miss. But the Bull Sharks, they've made up the blocks really strongly in this first quarter, haven't they? The
Bull Sharks have a 15-9 first quarter. I don't want to say I'm surprised, but I am a little bit. Like, they haven't had a great first quarter. They haven't started well this season. This has been a great performance first up.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the difference between both teams is that the Bull Sharks were able to put the ball away when it counted. Probably lost a little bit towards the end of that last quarter, but to their credit, they've still been able to maintain that lead.
So they got the lead out to 14-7, which was pretty impressive. But in the last bit, they just haven't seized opportunities. This could have been maybe 18-8 sort of scoreline. Could have been a margin of 10.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, and they were able to disrupt in defence as well. But you can't write a team like the Tigers off. I think to hang in there and stay in touch is a great.
Excellent. Well, we can't quite pick up what's being said on the. Now we can. No, we can't hear it. We'll keep talking. We normally stop there. The 100-gamer, Kristen Oxford, being inspirational out there at the moment.
Yeah, she's been really steady in attack, Kristen, and she's also picked up some turnovers in defence. So that's what you want out of your centre, being able to contribute in both ends. And
Gilbert, you're a bit impressed by what you've seen from her?
Yeah, I think her and Grant have established a really good little partnership, given that it's new. And I think, the work that she does out the front will help Grant. She'll help slow that ball down coming in.
So let's talk Tigers. What's happening there? They just don't see... It's not flowing today.
No, not at all. I think, again, credit to the Bull Sharks, but they've got a lot of, experienced campaigners, particularly down in that attack end. Both Somerville and Schuster were in the Fusion squad earlier in the year, the Queensland Fusion squad. So they're not... they're not rookies by any stretch of the imagination. But I think, they just need to find their flow and rhythm. And I'm sure they'll be looking to do that in the second quarter.
So, a lot to be done for the Tigers. I'll just go back to the ladder. They're sitting in 5th place here, the Tigers. And if they were to take... You get 18 points for a game, 10 points for the win, 2 points for a quarter. That would jump them up to 39. So at the moment, obviously, they can't get... that they can only get 16, which would take them to 37. That's important because the USC Thunder currently in 4th. They're in 34, and they're playing the Jets tonight. So that will be that's a very important match. If the Tigers lose this and the Jets win that one, the top 4 is really starting to take shape with 4 rounds still to play.
Yeah, definitely. I think the importance of the quarters and obviously the result at this time of the season is crucial, and I'm sure the Tigers will be very aware of that and the situation that they could find themselves in.
So the second quarter gets underway through the Tigers. They would love to score first in this one. No tactical timeouts being used yet. Don't forget, this is our first of 3 games. Our next one is the Jets, second place, taking on the USC Thunder in 4th. That's the 5 p.m. game. We're on air just before that. Simi, you're joining me for that one.
I am, yes.
And the big one, match of the round tonight, grand final replay, first versus third, Wildcats taking on the might of the undefeated Cougars, who we seem to say that every year. The Cougars just keep on for the best part of 45,000 years now. Cougars are always up there. Another turnover here falls to the Bull Sharks. That was Gilbert, throws it out to Oxenford. She's very energised today, Oxenford. Never plays a bad match, though. I've never seen her have a bad game.
No, consistency is one of Chrissy Oxenford's strengths, so it's not surprising that she's having a great game today, as she usually does.
If you scour your eye across the team, any changes at half-time?
No, not that I can see. It looks like both teams have decided to,
We've got Mulherron at GD, though. I think there might be a swap there, Mulherron and...
Oh, sorry, I apologise. Lily Gribble has come on into goalkeeper.
Yep. Lily Gribble is Paula Stewart's favourite player in the world.
So Tigers here, again, just don't have any connection in that attack line. Everyone's sitting back, no one really wanting to come forward and offer a lead. And being caught for the 3 seconds on that occasion.
Bertocchini on range, passes off beautifully. Besto, a little bit nervous on that one just before half-time, but makes no mistake there. And 15-9 at quarter-time has become 18-9 2 minutes in.
Yeah, the Bull Sharks have started this second quarter similarly to the way that they started the first.
Mulherron gets a hand on it, forces it out.
The Tigers defenders are doing everything they possibly can to disrupt, but they are facing a lot of ball, aren't they?
It is raining ball on them. And Burns, who's probably marginally slower than Ava Black, but she's as lightning as well.
Yeah, 2 great young athletes. In some ways, but very different, like you said, in others. And it's great challenge there by Ava Black.
It's like she's listening to us.
Yeah.
Turns it on at the moment we mention her name. Falls to Haig now. Tigers still in control here. Gage out of the circle.
Tigers really stationary in their attack. There's just no movement, nothing happening, and that's what happens when there's no option to the ball.
So A loose pass there goes out. The ball falls again with the Bull Sharks. They're on a 4-0 run this quarter. Could have been 5-0. They missed a shot right on the buzzer. Actually, after the buzzer. And you look at the bench, I guess you'd be looking at Natasha Rolson coming on. That's the only shooting option for the Tigers. Unless there's something we don't know.
Yeah, definitely. And it looks like there has been a change to the Tigers' end. Alice Morga in at wing defence.
Morga comes on. Trying to give a bit of starch to the defence.
Yeah, but I agree, Millsy. I think at the moment it looks like the troubles for the Tigers are down in their attacking. Just don't have that. Coach Burns, great.
Oxenford.
Intercept there by
Brilliant.
Oxenford.
Hopefully we get that on replay. And we will with our new technology. There it is.
Oh, there we go.
So, that's predicted. So, producer was frantically pushing the buttons. So, and we've got a timeout here. I didn't see it called it. I'm assuming it was the Tigers. 15-9 becomes 22-9. That's a 7-0 start, and we've played 4 minutes in the second quarter. Where has this offense been all season for the Bull Sharks?
Yeah, no, I think when
where's it been?
I'm not sure, Millsy. I'm sure Cheryl Burns is asking the same question, but she'll be delighted with what they've put out there at the moment.
This is the same lineup that they've had week in, week out, and it just seems to have clicked today. Which is...
Some really positive comments there from Cheryl Burns, and why wouldn't you with the start that they've had? I mean, I think in answer to your question, Millsy, I think the Firebirds are a great example of a young team that just kept battling away and probably left their run, or not did leave their run, but started to come together at the end of the season, and perhaps that could be the same thing for this Bull Sharks team.
Very disappointing. I mean, to me, I watch a bit of that, and I think the Swifts are sort of sliding out. If the Firebirds could have just gone into that fourth place, who knows what could have happened?
Absolutely.
You know, like they beat the Vixens last week. That was amazing. Fought doggedly yesterday. They had a win. You know, it was they're just they're playing well at the moment. Unfortunately, it's the end of the year for them.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it just shows what experience does. And for a team like the Bull Sharks, you know, they may or may not make the 4 this year, but they'd be building for the coming years if they can keep this group together.
Well, if they keep playing like this, they'll make the 4. They last week, well, we didn't play last week. We had a week off for the state titles that we mentioned before. 2 weeks ago, they played the USC Thunder. They only scored 38. It was 38-44. Here we are. They've scored. Well, they've got another turnover here, and they've scored 23 and a quarter and a bit.
Yep.
So, and the ball with the Bull Sharks. The timeout was taken at 22-9. And the Bull Sharks scored a first, chance here to get the second. And there it is. It happens through Bairstow. Tigers have not scored for quite some time.
Almost 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was just before quarter time. I think it was about 30 seconds left. And they last got their goal. And Gilbert has it now. 2-on-1 in the circle. They play it brilliantly. Straight from Bertacchini into Bairstow and another goal.
That was really smart there by Bertacchini, because I was wondering why she wasn't looking at a goaler, but she was.
She really was, didn't
she? Just made sure she put a bit more deception on the ball. But
that's why we coach and commentate. So, 25-9.
Just no attack. See, there's no options down here in the Tigers. Everyone's... and a great challenge there by Gilbert. She may not have got it, but she'll put down in the next ball.
I think the thing for the Tigers for me is they're going to have Somerville to shoot her, and not that I'm saying Gage is doing a bad job, but like at least get a target in there, and maybe they can look for some longer ball. So
yeah, definitely, and they probably need their centre court to do a bit more work around that front end to help create some opportunities in that goal circle.
So that 10th goal comes 6.5 minutes after their 9th, and that is a Mizuno, a momentum shift, and that was great to see the Tigers get one, and that brings an end to the run of the Bull Sharks. So they scored 10 straight after quarter time. And the ball falls with them now.
Tricky little offload by Bertacchini there. Around the post to Bairstow, who wasn't able to keep it, but they were able to put it to goal.
It's shot from the Bull Sharks.
Yeah.
26-10. Oh, Haig pulls it in.
It looks like there has been a change.
Attack.
Yeah.
Margaret WD, and the centre is
Harriet
Adset. Adset to centre.
So probably did need to do something down in this attack end. Let's see if it makes a difference for the Tigers. It's a better build up there by Gage. Unfortunately not being able to put it to goal. Thought about it, but bounced out. It's probably the story of the Tigers' day at the moment.
This brilliant display by the Bull Sharks continue. Everything's falling their way. A Hail Mary pass falls straight to Bertolini. He does the 1-2-3 and gets himself in a good position to get the 27th. And boom shakalaka, she does. 27. We've got 7:37 to play. This is going to be a good time score to the Bull Sharks if they can maintain this tempo.
Just a loss of connection there.
I really need to stop looking because there's a goal, a turnover.
You put the commentator's curse on the Bull Sharks.
I've done that all year.
The Tigers, I'm sure, will be thanking you for it as they look to score their 11th goal for the game.
And they get it through, that was Gage. So if you want to tell me just talking also, get onto our Facebook page, the HART Sapphire Series, or on our Instagram, Sapphire Series Netball. We've got about 1,600 followers on that. We'd love to get 2,000 by the end of today, Simi. So send a picture of yourself and maybe it'll boost.
I don't know
boost
about
the numbers. If you want to have a chat to a former international, played in 2 World Championships, 2007, 2011, drop us a line, get some questions, and we'll try and endeavour to answer them to you on air. And someone gets 2 in a row for the Tigers. So they get the margin back to 8 for 15, and we haven't even played a half of netball. No.
It was a better build-up by the Tigers, though.
Ooh, loose contact there by Morga. Looks like Burns caught that one in the forehead.
They're used to playing up against each other, Morga and Burns, so I'm sure, I'm sure Burns will look to get one. Oh, unfortunately, not sinking there for Bertolini.
The last couple of shots for the Tigers, or last couple of forays into the circle haven't come off. So, chance here for the Tigers. Haig saves it, but Gilbert picks up the intercept.
Yeah.
Herself beautifully, read it like the proverbial, I normally say Dr. Seuss book. I'll say Harry Potter book today. So, have you ever read that?
No, I haven't.
Oh, they're tough. Yeah. Got through about the first chapter. So. The turnover occurs, Tigers back with it. We haven't had a goal for a few.
No, the Tigers have been able to disrupt this Bull Sharks line. They just haven't been able to get it to goal.
They're playing a good zone here. Big outlet pass through to Gage. Now with Haig. Swings it across. Adset looks in. Finds Somerville.
Great patience there by Adset.
Short on the shot. Gets her own rebound well. Grant will be disappointed she couldn't get that one.
No, they did everything right, didn't they?
Time out here by the Bull Sharks. There was 27-10 not that long ago. It's now 27-13. We got 5:19 to play. Are we starting to see the comeback from the Tigers, Simone Galatu?
Definitely, I think they are definitely starting to find a little bit more form down in that attack end. I think the changes have worked for them, but it's still a long way to go. I think both in terms of the scoreboard and also the time. So who knows? I think Cheryl, it's a good timeout by the Bull Sharks just to try and reset and
try and listen into the Tigers, see what's getting said in their group.
Making sure that the goal attack is shooting from there. Shooter, so you come back. All right, don't come back too early. Come back and come back. Yeah. All right.
So Coach Aaron Burns there telling the team to use the court more, use the channels. Paula Stewart is the assistant today, helping her out. So looks like we're going to have a change. Maybe the change I predicted or was hoping for might happen here. Somerville maybe to GS.
They might have been listening, Milsey, to you.
Mad if they don't, Simone Malata. Mad if they don't. I did see someone with some headphones and then maybe listening to the coverage on the Facebook page, like all our fans are right now. So by all means, jump on board, send us a thing. Lots of people cheering for the Bull Sharks. Good first quarter walk through the week, paying off. Good work, Coach. That's from Judith Burns. I wonder if she's in relation to Coach Burns. So, think that she might be. The ball with the Tigers. See how they come out of the timeout. It was 27-13 at the timeout. It's been a great second quarter thus far for the Bull Sharks. They want to put the cherry on top and finish this quarter strong. Somerville has different ideas, but she's still at GA, it appears. So that change didn't occur like it. Yeah, no, she is. She's GS and she ran offside. I thought that changed it.
She didn't realise either.
Missed by the umpire. So Somerville engaged have swapped positions.
It was a great take there by Bairstow. She was quite parallel, but when Burns delivered her that ball, but she was able to take it in.
So Bairstow gets a Mizuno momentum shift, breaks a run of 4 to the Tigers. It's 27-10. They scored 4 straight. Back to the Sharks now, 28-14.
Somerville trying to get this ball from the signage.
Massive banner. Normally we have juniors here helping us out, but they're all at state age.
Well, of course they are.
So we have to do it ourselves.
Yeah.
So, falls to Gage. She misses. Somerville can't get the rebound. It fortuitously falls out to Haig. Gage again overshoots the mark. A bit too much wheat bix on that one.
Yeah, overpumped that one a little bit.
So defensively, the zone press being played by the Bull Sharks proving very effective.
Yeah, absolutely. Particularly when the Tigers aren't offering anything strong in attack. It takes up space, and it's creating a bit of problems for them at the moment.
So as coaches, we say a lot about confusing the space, and you find the zone is something that confuses the space?
Yeah, it's designed to confuse the space if it's done well. I think the Tigers probably, regardless of whether it's a zone or man on man, aren't really giving anything strong in attack, but I'm sure that will change.
So long bomb there to Somerville, and Tigers nearly pulled that one in through, I think it's Adsett, nearly grabbed it. Throw-on will be through Oxenford. She's had a great game in the 100th. And, nearly runs into the camera. So, loving these new replays here.
Yeah, I heard.
That's a hint. Stop talking about it. And the ball with Oxenford. Finds Black. She's ever present.
Yes.
On to Burns. This is a big shot. They've just lost their way a little bit here, the Bull Sharks, and great save there
well
by
done
Bairstow.
by Bairstow.
It's a little bit ratty at the moment. Really needs this shot. Needs to take her time, rushed it a bit, but it still goes in. That's an important goal to me.
Agree. Tigers. The Bull Sharks hadn't scored for a little while, so they really needed just that settler.
29-15. It's 2-2 since the timeout, and Ava Black using her incredible athleticism gets the ball for the Bull Sharks through Gilbert now. And a great pass from Burns. Bairstow has been solid, a little bit scrappy at the start of the game, but boy, she's had a great second quarter.
You know, she's been really strong for the Bull Sharks, particularly in this quarter, like you said. Great for her to reward Black there on that turnover that she created. She's got great timing and elevation.
So Burns fires it across the court. Gribble gets 2 hands to it, can't pull it in, forces it out. And Oxenford will get us going again. For a team that's scoring low 40s per game, they've got 30 by half time. This is an impressive effort. If you're a Bull Sharks fan, and you should be, they are doing brilliantly. Of course, the Bull Sharks in the blue going left to right from the screen, and the Tigers in the traditional black and gold in their dynasty uniforms.
Oh, well done there by Oxenford.
Oxenford again. The Carina Leagues Club at Tigers just can't seem to get the flow happening. They had a couple of goal run, they had a 4-goal run just a minute ago. It's been broken, it's been 2-2 since.
Bertocchini putting Bairstow under a bit of pressure there.
It wasn't the best of passes. Mulherron gives away the foul. A bit of contact there.
It's a good challenge by Mulherron.
Showing all her experience there, stepped right back to make it look like it happened nearly outside the circle. Alas, it didn't. What a shot there, Bertocchini. These are the ones that hurt the Bull Sharks from week to week. They miss some of these easy ones.
Yeah.
Luckily enough to get a rebound. Gribble normally pulls them in. And the Bull Sharks by 16. It was 17. That's the biggest lead of the game. So they're nearly back up those sort of lofty heights. Hagen, Black, Flash, and Gilbert read that like the proverbial Harry Potter and comes running out beautifully.
Plenty of time here, the Bull Sharks, if they take their time to put it to goal, but not able to on that occasion.
Through from the hip. That's one of the bugbears. Thrown from the hip. So
Oh, and she
makes
turns
up
it
for
over it.
that's what we want. Now she's telling everyone to be calm.
Yeah. She learnt from her mistake the
Heeding
last
her
time.
own advice. It falls to Burstow. She's got 12 seconds. She takes the shot regardless, misses. While Heron now, chance for the Tigers here to swing the full length. They go long. They need to go long. It's
Need to go longer.
Oh,
Oh, well done there by Grant to disrupt.
gone out. So the scrappy last minute or two comes to an end. And that brings the quarter to a close, the half to a close. The quarter that belongs to the Bull Sharks, it's a 16-6 quarter, which means they're currently 31-15. And Simone Olatu, I'm speechless from what I'm seeing. Brilliant play by the Bull Sharks. Tigers a little bit not on the game today.
Yeah, no, definitely. The Bull Sharks were dominant in that first half and deserved to be those 15 goals or so ahead. The Tigers looked good at times, but just weren't able to capitalise and take those moments when it mattered.
So the margin is 16. Will the Tigers come up? Will they make some changes? This and many, many other questions, Simone, will be answered when we return after these messages.
Running shoes or generic trainers don't provide the grip and support for the quick, dynamic movements needed in the game. It's time to make the swap with Mizuno.
The achievements of a player, or team, or coach live on long after the game is played. Whichever field you play on, whatever position you play, sport is in our DNA. As a student athlete at Bond, you will have access to world-class coaching, programs and facilities. We'll equip you with the skills to transform your passion into a profession. Your athletic experience is as excellent as your academic experience. No exceptions. We breed a culture of success. On the world stage, our rugby, netball, triathlon, and women's AFL programs are internationally recognised. Olympic-level coaches in swimming and women's rugby sevens deliver mentoring and development pathways unlike anywhere else. We've embraced the digital revolution. Introducing sports. We support our individual athletes in equestrian and tennis. We develop pathways to professional sporting careers as athletes or careers in the businesses of sport. We believe in our athletes and we believe in our leaders. It's not just a degree, it's a dual career journey.
Welcome back. First game of 3 in the HART Sapphire series coming to you live from Nissan Arena today. We've got the Bull Sharks Tigers first up. Bull Sharks 31. Currently over the Tigers 15. You just saw an advertisement there from the Bond University, the major sponsors of the Bull Shark. This is classed as a home game for them, even though we're in a neutral venue. I'd like to thank all our sponsors, including the Tigers, Carina Leagues Club, Q2 Sports, Dynasty and TradeLink, and of course the NQ sponsors, HART and Zuno. My name's Dave Mills. I'm joined in commentary by Netball Royalty and Fiji International, Firebird International, Firebird everything. Simone Olatu, welcome to the coverage. First time we've had you here. You're pretty impressed by what you've seen so far?
Yeah, the Bull Sharks have been fantastic, particularly in that first half.
Well, speaking of Bull Sharks, I see you've got 2 lists in your hand there. We had state titles last weekend, and that was basically to pick state teams for nationals next year. And you've got the 21s, not 2021, 17s and 19s squad, of which you're the coach of the 19s. And you're going to route all those thousands of names for the 17s and 19s. So if you're a fan, listen in.
Listen in because it's a long list. But congratulations to the following athletes who've been picked in the 2021 17s Queensland squad, coached by Lauren Beecham. So we've got Kayla Anderson from the Wildcats, Mia Baker Tigers, Bailey Boyd Thunder, Kane Hana Clark Cougars, Kiara Condon Jets, Sophia Cooper Claws, Renee Cubby Jets, Georgia Davidson Cougars, Bailey de Hoffman de Villiers from the Bull Sharks, Sophia Dobson Tigers, Molly Evans Claws, Talia Evans Bull Sharks, Tali Tar Fal Bull Sharks, Hayley McGrunther Cougars, Larika Malagoma, Cougars, Yasmin Mail, Thunder, Molly McPherson, Panthers, Jaden Molo, Cougars, Dakota Newsom, Tigers, Emma Nipris, Bull Sharks, Losa Niamata, Cougars, Alicia Paul, Claws, Lily Anna Rennie, Wildcats, Elsa Sandholt, Bull Sharks, Chloe Singh, Thunder, Shalise Sivia, Cougars, Kristen Luper, Tani Elu, Jets, Kaylin Van Grugen, Panthers, Chloe Williams, Cougars, and Emerson Waynard, Thunder.
Well, that's the 17s. We might do the 19s at three-quarter time because that's quite a list. And, of course, they're still in the squad situation now.
They are in the squad situation, so they will come.
What does that mean?
So that means that they will come together early next year as a squad, and will train for a number of weeks to then, put themselves up for selection into the final 12 athletes that will travel to national championships.
Excellent. So, we'll read the 19s out at three-quarter time. That list took quite a while. Congratulations to those athletes mentioned in the 17s. And, Simi, you can read your team out because you're the coach of the 19s at three-quarter time. That'll be spectacular.
Thank you. And there's less of them, so that's great.
Oh, you didn't pick as many, right. There you have it. It's controversial, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're listening at home, if your daughter missed out, that's simonalatu@hotmail.com. So the ball with Kristen Oxenford. She gets us underway for the second half with 31-15, a lead of 16. That second quarter, which we haven't really talked about much, it was 15-9 at quarter time. The Tigers were definitely in it. A 10-0 run, something you don't see a lot of in netball where you get the ball 50% of the time. And 10-0 run, and that made the margin 31-15 at the half. Very little dinky pass there from Bertacchini into Bairstow. They're playing with a lot of confidence today, the Bull Sharks.
Oh, and why wouldn't you when you take a ball like that? Well done to Ava Black. But yeah, I agree. They're really calm and controlled and attacked the Bull Sharks, and they've been just so disruptive in defence, which has made it really tough for the Tigers, to get not only to get to goal, but they've had to work damn hard for the 15 goals that they've gotten so far.
So Ava Black, resembling a high jumper there, gets the intercept. Unfortunately, it's not converted. The Bull Sharks have only added one. That would have been very handy. I'd almost say if they'd have scored there, it might have been game over. So, is it too early to call it? Are you the optimist, Timmy?
Well, I think the way that the Bull Sharks are playing, it would be very hard for them to lose this game. But anything can happen, and the ball is just not bouncing in the Tigers' favour this afternoon.
No, we saw a missed shot there from Somerville. That's rare in itself. The ball fell to Gage and just couldn't pull it in on the rebound. So it seems like the Tigers have gone to a zone as well.
Yeah, look, I think they'll be trying everything that they can, given that this attack line down at the Bull Sharks are just working so very well. So probably not a bad strategy to throw something out a bit different.
So there appears to be no changes to the Bull Sharks. It appears Mulholland's gone back to keeper and Gribble to GD for Tigers. They seem to have swapped. Can't see any other changes.
On the wing attack, it looks like Claire Haig's gone to the bench and Alana Schuster.
You are 100% correct. So Schuster, of course, Haig started in the centre. Coaching staff desperately trying to get the combination right.
Yeah, look, probably needing to try all options at this current time.
So the Bull Sharks came out at the quarter time break and scored 10 straight. They've come out of the half and they've opened up with 2 straight here. And there's the turnover. Bertacchini fires into Bairstow. It's showtime. Was she off court? No, says the umpire. That's fine. Bairstow gets the goal.
Just having a bit of a laugh, I think she realises.
Shoelaces may have been off. We won't get that replay, unfortunately. So the ball with the Bull Sharks. Oxen's been playing an incredible game today. Finds Bertacchini. Hits a few in the front. Can't pull the rebound in. It falls favourably to the Tigers. Now, their transition hasn't been good this game thus far. And again, it breaks down.
That was
drive
a
there
better drive there.
Working with Somerville. They need this desperately. And gets it. The captain delivers. So, Amy Somerville. A Mizuno momentum shift. So we've got graphics issues too.
Yes. You're like a magician, Messi. Every time you say something, something happens.
If only that were true.
Well done there by Grant.
BMW. Nope. Still no BMW. A turnover here to the Tigers through Mulherron. She gets us going, finds Somerville, the big outlet pass. And Schuster swings it. Things just starting to happen a little bit for the Tigers. But again, they're still down by 19. They're only scoring 8 a quarter. And Oxford with it now. Gilbert, been impressive today, Emily Gilbert.
Yeah, no, she has been really impressive. I think she's done her job really well out at goal defence and has created not only lots of opportunities for herself but for Shanae Grant as well behind her.
So another turnover here gives the Tigers a chance. My coaching hat says call a timeout if you're the Bull Sharks. What do you reckon, Simi?
Call the time, yeah.
It's just a little bit loose for the Sharks at the moment.
Yeah, look, they haven't got their been able to put the ball to goal as much as they were in that first half, but they've had their opportunities, so I think it'd be a different story if they weren't getting it to goal, but they are still getting it down to give themselves that scoring opportunity, able to convert on that occasion.
Wise words from the 19 state coach, Simone Nolatu, joining us in commentary. She's back again at 5, so we're very excited to have her. And of course, at 5 o'clock, we've got region technically, isn't it? You're sort of still associated with the North Coast region?
Not officially, but certainly still have lots of ties up on the sunny coast. So a lot of the athletes playing this afternoon I have had a lot to do with. So
the goal again to Bairstow, just as we said, I said they should take a timeout. They proved me wrong, and they opened up their biggest lead of the game of 20, 37-7, and that's why I don't coach anymore, Simi. And they are now looking $1 million, so I really should be quiet. And as I said, at 5 o'clock, we've got USC Thunder taking on the Ipswich Jets. Jets, a shock loss last week. That was their first of the season against the Cougars. They only lost by 3, and they'll be looking to bounce back and take it out on the USC Thunder.
Yeah, big game. Looking forward to that one.
So we're looking forward to you commentating it with me.
Are you looking forward to that? It looks like Houston has come onto goal defence for the Bull Sharks. Another great young athlete in the 19 squad that we'll announce a little bit later.
So we've just blown that surprise. If you're wondering if Houston made it, it appears she did. So.
Well, if you were following Millsy, you would have seen it announced earlier in the week. But anyway, that's a different story.
The hits just keep coming for Davo. So.
Well done to the Bull Sharks, disrupting again, getting the ball back.
Abby Houston, the aforementioned Houston, with it now. And in this occasion, Houston, we do not have a problem. And the ball with the Tigers back to Somerville. It's just a mess for the Tigers, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't like to say that. I don't like to be critical, but it is just a mess at the moment.
No, it's really disorganised down here in this attack end. Not really.
That's a good word.
And it's just making it easy for the Bull Sharks to be able to pick up those turnovers.
Burns gets the first turnover. Morga replies with interest, as does Bertacchini, but no, she has it taken off her by the umpire. And again, it falls back to the Tigers. We've got 8:24 to play in the championship quarter. Margin 19, 37-18 to the Bull Sharks. And that's it. Shanae Grant, that was brilliant. So picked it off beautifully.
It was a great take by Grant. Adsett probably pushing it, but probably getting a little bit frustrated down in that attack end.
And another turnover to the Bull Sharks. This is what we've seen a little bit of throughout the season. So Oxenford and a couple of the other experienced players probably need to stand up here and take a bit of control, because this margin could blow out for the Bull Sharks. They could win this by 30 or 40. So, and that would give them a good percentage boost. Plus, they're winning every quarter, so they're looking at 18 competition points.
Yeah, definitely. And confidence as well. Coming into the back end of the season, like you talked about earlier, wanting, to really give them some confidence to push some of those other teams that are higher up on the ladder.
So for the Bull Sharks, if they win 3 quarters and the match, they'll go to, if my maths is correct, 26 points. And if the Tigers only win 1 quarter, they'll go to 23. So that'll be a boost in the position on the ladder as well. They'll move from 6th to 5th. And depending on what happens with the USC Thunder, they won't be that far away from 4th. So really a little bit of a missed opportunity for the Tigers here. They could have been in that position going into 4th.
Yeah, definitely.
So the ball with the Tigers now. It's 38-19. They are definitely double the score.
It looks like Finn has come onto the court for the Cougars, replacing Oxenford.
Finn from the Ruby. This is her first taste on the court for this year.
Story of the Tigers' day, really.
Yeah.
Just not being able to finish.
So great first touch for Finn.
Yeah, and a good, I think a good substitution from Cheryl Burns, the coach, to get Finn on. The pressure's not really on as such.
Welcome to the big league. She cops one for her troubles.
Yeah.
Morga bumped into her. And goes at her again. Welcome, young lady, to the court. You're going to play in the big leagues. Oh, and Finn answers with a little shove there. This is incredibly good. I hope the camera picked that up. So, not going to be taken to.
Steph Barristow's been really strong for the... Sorry, then put the commentator's curse on her, but she's been really strong for the Bull Sharks today.
Ava Black had that about a minute before it was thrown. She just read that beautifully.
She did.
And a little slip there from Finn. Throws it in, and oh, loose pass. Mulherron gets it. Falls to Gribble. Gribble's been quiet today. So, Black on the floor. The person, not the markings. And a loose ball there. Gage deemed to have come off Grant last. Gage with the throw. Can't find Somerville. She's doing the hold at the backspace. And there it is. Nice feed in there from Adset. So Somerville gets the 20th for the Tigers. They're still 18 behind. We've got 5 to play in the third and championship quarter. The flow hasn't quite been there for the Bull Sharks this quarter, but they're doing enough at the moment. Simone.
Yeah, they are, definitely. I think they're being able to just chug along, get the ball to goal. Probably had a few more scoring opportunities than what they've been able to capitalise on, but the scoreboard's in their favour.
So 31-15 becomes 39-20, so it's an 8-5 quarter at the present to the Bull Sharks. So they're looking, they'll get that third skin quarter, whatever you want to call it. And then if they get the win, they're in officially 5th place on the ladder, which is a great effort.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a young side.
Well done there by Morga.
Morga did well. Finds Somerville. She's a long way out of the circle. No shooters in the circle for the Tigers. Now they're both there. Schuster finds Gage.
Looks like Emily Gilbert's come back onto the court at goal defence.
Black with that incredible pace she has. Finds Finn. Haven't seen it yet. She looks like she can run pretty quickly too.
Yeah, definitely looks like she's got plenty of speed. I think the great thing about Ava Black this year is that she's got plenty of speed, but she also knows to hold it up, which she did on that occasion. She could have just let it fly, but she was willing to just hold it up that extra second to allow the option to unfold.
So another missed shot there for the Bull Sharks. They have hit a bit of a wall in the shooting area. They've only scored 8 this quarter, and they were averaging 15 a quarter coming into this third quarter. This is more sort of what they've been averaging a match, sort of 8 to 10 per quarter, and for the season thus far. But hopefully they can just bounce out of it and keep this great offensive work going. And margin back to 17. Adset with it now. Can't find. Somerville does this time. Ooh, Grant had a hand in. Called by the umpires as contact. Don't forget the umpires for this match: Claire Johnson, Nicola Stevens, and the reserve is Chantel Keane. So umpires doing a great job.
It's like Chrissy Oxenford has come back onto court. Great pick up there by Alice Morga.
So this will be 3 in a row to the Tigers. And is this the start of the comeback? I asked you in the second quarter, you said no, Milsey. Is this it? Somerville, Gilbert in the back. They can't find her. Goes this time, they find her on the base. Great take by Somerville and under the attention of Gilbert again. Riding her like a pony. And gets it in. 24-39. This is the closest they've been in a while. I know the margin's 15, but this is close.
Yeah, no, I think the Tigers are obviously scoring and taking their scoring opportunities. Still a big ask.
So 5 straight to, sorry, that's 6 straight. It was 39-19. It's now 25-39. So 6 straight to the Tigers. So they're coming home with a wet sail. They've only got a quarter plus 2 minutes to do it. Some would say it's a bridge too far. I'm not one of those people, Simone.
Well, I mean, I think that the Tigers definitely, it's a big ask from a end of game result, but certainly they have the opportunity to pick up bonus points as a result of winning the quarters. So
that run comes to an end of 6 straight. That is a Mizuno, a momentum shift, and it was excellent work, but it's been answered again by the Tigers. So they're on a 7-1 run. Ball with Oxenford falls to Burns. She's been impressive. Her mum thinks so too, judging by the comments we're seeing on the Facebook page. Of course, you can join us anytime you want. HART Sapphire Series through the Facebook page or Sapphire Series on Instagram. Another missed shot there for the Bull Sharks, but they get the ball back on the throw. And the ball falls out, and they've got a contact. So, important goal this in a way.
It's an important goal, and important for Barstow to finish like she does.
Confidence is back, 41. That bridge too far might actually be a bridge too far. Margin of 15. Tigers not going to die wondering. They're going hard here. This zone from the Bull Sharks has been impressive today.
You know, they've done a really good job to disrupt the space, and great. They do need someone to be able to attack the ball, and Grant has done that for them.
Sinead Grant read it beautifully. Came out and got it. Now it's with Bertocchini. Let's make the turnover a positive, and she does not. But I'll get a second chance. You can see in the top of the screen there, the 100 games balloons. That's, of course, for Kristen Oxenford. Bertocchini gets the shooter's roll like $1 million putt on the golf course. It falls. And
Bertocchini probably needed that goal in some respects, but hasn't been that successful at golf for a little while.
Still a bit loose. And Bairstow hits the deck. There's the 100. There's the balloons. There's a very enthused gentleman. There's a long shot there from Bairstow. Hits nothing. And the quarter comes to an end. So an 11-all quarter. It was 31-15. They've just changed the score to 43. So it's actually a 12-11 quarter for the... I don't know why they did that, because that last goal count.
Yeah.
I'm sure the score's 42-26, but they have changed the score there. So at this stage, we're going to call it as an 11-11 quarter.
Okay, Millsy.
Either way, the Bull Sharks are still in front by miles. Simone Olatu.
They do. With one quarter to play, it's very unlikely that the Tigers could win this game, in my opinion. However, I've been proven wrong on many occasions, so I'm sure Erin Burns and Paula Stewart will be doing everything they can. Probably just not having and creating enough opportunities both in that defence line and attack line to give the Tigers a chance, but they can definitely win the quarter. And the momentum seems to think that they could do that.
Well, they picked up at least one competition point, we think, if it's an 11-11 quarter. So we've got it as 42-26. The official scoreboard's got 43-26. We think that could be an error. Simi, you didn't get a chance to read out your 19s. This is your team. You're the coach. Go nuts.
Great. Well, congratulations to the following athletes that have been selected in the 2021-19 squad. We have Riley Batchelador Tigers, Ava Black Bull Sharks, Chloe Bingham Thunder, Riley Burns Bull Sharks, Lynette Childs Tigers, Rihanna Charles Tigers, Lily Cubby Wildcats, Ashley Irvine Bull Sharks, Tiani Fennell Bull Sharks, Lily Gribble Tigers, Sarah Harris Thunder, Abigail Houston Bull Sharks, Emily Latta Cougars, Lily McClure Thunder, Brianna Martin Thunder, Alice Morga Tigers, Alice O'Driscoll Cougars, Monique Puonti Cougars, Martina Rikas Cougars, Kiara Ratu Bull Sharks, Olivia Roberts Jets, Georgina Roy Cougars, Isabel Shearer Cougars, and Naomi Solomona Jets.
That's an incredibly strong team. So many of those players playing in this Sapphire series. You've got to be happy with that group of young athletes.
Yeah, fantastic crop of athletes. Like you said, many of them are on the court at the moment, actually, facing off against each other. But yeah, wonderful. It's going to be tough to pick the teams, I think, for both age groups, but certainly for that 19s
so you've
group.
just named 24 athletes and you cut that back to 12 to go away. Is it
Correct.
a progressive thing, like you get rid of 4 first and then another 4? Or?
No,
you just
we
do it, you train, you get rid of 12.
Yeah, pretty much. We'll train for at least between a month to 6 weeks, depending on how much time we think we need.
Yeah.
And then we cut, to that team. It's great to have that competitive edge within a squad, so I like what that brings to that time in preparation, but ultimately we have to decide. It also gives me time to make some decisions.
So, I'm glad you're doing that. That would be difficult because I know a good bunch of those athletes just from commentary, and they are all quality, and there's more than 12 of them there. So good luck with that, Simi.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm busy that day.
Yeah. Maybe you could come with your action replays? No, okay.
No, I'm busy. So very busy. So the scoreboard's still showing 43-26. Ours is showing 42-26. Until we know otherwise, we'll assume we're correct. The ball falls with the Tigers. They need a miracle. They need to score probably 17-1 to take this match. And this could be the first it falls to Gage. Yes, it is. So we're away.
Much better build up there by the Tigers. Looks like there's been a host of changes, particularly for the Bull Sharks, more so by the looks of it, positional changes. So the Blacks moved into the centre and Oxenford's moved out to wing defence. Do you see any other changes?
I haven't looked, to be honest with you. I'm looking at the scoreboard, which says 142 to 27. So, I mean, the Sharks have been dominant, but probably not that much. So, we'll go through the lineup. We've got Somerville at shooter. We've got Gage at GA. Booster at wing attack. This is for the Tigers, of course. Adset still at centre, yeah?
Adset at centre,
yep.
Correct. Morgar.
Yep. Gribble and the keeper is... No, Gribble's the keeper and the GD is... Rosnoff?
Yes,
Shelley Rosnoff. Cool. My eyes haven't failed me. And for the Bull Sharks, the shooting ends the same through Bairstow and Burdakey. The wing attack is the same in Burns. The centre is not Oxenford. That's Black. She's gone there. They've swapped. And that's pretty much it, yeah. The defensive end is Gilbert and Grant. So the aforementioned Grant grabs it now, fires at Oxenford at WD. Of course, Oxenford, a former Firebird, played a few games for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, came in when the centre currently, the name slips me.
Mahalia Cassidy, yes, when Mahalia Cassidy did her knee a week out of the season starting last year, I believe.
I was lucky enough to see Oxenford's first game in that one, and I believe it was a draw. It was against the Sunny Coast.
That's correct.
So
you have a good memory, Millsy.
Well, I went to Brisbane Entertainment Centre, so I saw it for free.
Right.
So great pass in there, chased in there by Bairstow. Burns has been solid today as well, hasn't she? She's hit the circle at the right times, come off at the right times. So probably one of the best games I've seen her play. Yeah,
no, she's been really good, Burns, and she's been really patient and not been expensive in turning the ball over.
So just confirming, the scoreboard's officially changed. It was 11-all at that third quarter, so 11 to each, which means they get a competition point each. So that's 5 so far to the Bull Sharks, plus the 10 for winners, 15. Ooh, that'll secure. That's enough, I think, if I'm correct. Yeah, so they'll go to 25, and the best the Tigers can get would be 24. So all they have to do is win the match from here. And the Bull Sharks will be in 5th, chasing down 4th placed USC Thunder. Somerville will have something to say about that and gets another one. She's found a groove now. Took a little bit longer than normal for her.
Yeah, definitely. I'm used to seeing Amy Somerville fire all of the time.
You'd have to say both Grant and Gilbert have done a good job on her.
Yeah, they have, definitely. And I think the work also that's happened out the front, you see Chrissy Oxenford and Ava Black doing a great job here, which has also helped them because it's slowed the ball down that's come into that shooting circle.
Gilbert then, she likes to be taut on the defence and has good elevation as well. A triple threat. And there she just balked that shot out and the ball fell to Grant, but that was really Gilbert's defensive work that did that.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like Gage was waiting for the jump by Gilbert, but she didn't do it.
Loose pass there from Burdakey. They're the little things that they just need to tidy up a bit, the Bull Sharks, to be a formidable force for the rest of the season.
Yeah, definitely. It's those little 1%ers, I think. But I suppose they've made it some, big gains today in the way that they've played. So it will be now about maintaining this and trying to just nail those little 1%ers.
So timeout called by the Bull Sharks. Coach not happy, Coach Burns. We have two Burnses, Cheryl and Aaron. Apparently they're not related and they spell their name differently. So no connection whatsoever. So they've called the timeout. We're going to go in and have a listen to what the Bull Sharks have to say. It'd be just about settling, wouldn't it?
I'd imagine.
Well, let's see if we can listen in.
But you two are all over the show, okay? Make sure you drive one go top, one go pocket, and the rotations keep going, okay? Just settle, girls. All you got to do is set a pass. Keep rotating. Get off getting too close and pushing up things over.
And take us to where to see one another. Sometimes we're going to turn each other. So if you can't get the ball there, dump it by yourself. But if you can, find space. Don't run on top of it. Let's go.
So how's your lip reading there, Simone? Because I didn't catch a lot of that.
I heard settle.
You heard settle? We predicted that?
We said that, yeah. So, look, I think it was, like you said, a good opportunity for Cheryl Burns and Linda Peterson, who looks like is assisting this afternoon, to just remind the Bull Sharks of all the things that they've been doing really well and ask them to continue to do that. It looks like there has been a change up, though, in that centre position. Chrissy
back to
Oxenford
centre.
back in there, and probably not a bad change. Her experience, obviously, 100-game campaigner, will just help settle and reorganise this attack end for the
She's done a
Bullshots.
mountain of work, so maybe she just needed a bit of a breather at WD. Not that I'm saying that that's an easy position, but just maybe just take a bit of the intensity off for a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. And Ava Black is a great centre, so nothing, I think, towards, but just probably just helping settle that attack line like Coach Burns wanted.
So Bertolini gets one in. It's 3-3 this quarter. So if this was a drawn quarter, this one as well, like a drawn second half, I'm not sure the Bull Sharks would be happy with that, considering how much they dominated the first half. This win, if we're assuming they're going to get the win, with margin of 15, was set up with that 10-0 straight after the second. Like as soon as we came back from quarter time, they just went on 10-0 and that's really set up the game. The margin's 15, so.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, yes, I agree. I don't think the coaching staff would be that happy if it's a drawn second half for the Bull Sharks, mainly because they show what they can do in that first half, and really if they want to push, in this competition, they're going to have to do or play that way for a whole 4 quarters.
Nice play there between, I think that was Somerville and the centre in Adset. It was quite brilliant there. Used the triangle well. So, like the difference between the good teams and the great teams, like the great teams seem to finish off games better than the good teams. Is that a fair reflection?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a good, a good kind of analysis. And they're also able just to do those little things that you were talking about well the whole time. Things like making the shot, making the pass.
Yeah.
So I think, the Bull Sharks will be happy or probably a bit relieved that they do have such a big margin, because like you said, if it was closer then the result could be different.
So the shot there from Somerville gets the margin back to 14. We've got 9 to play. Tigers with it. It would need an absolute miracle, and you know my rule of 11, so I can't see it happening, but Somerville trying very hard. Adset chases that one down. They made it so difficult for Somerville there.
Yeah, they did. She
Grant
did
must
a really
have contacted.
Yes. Somerville did a good job to just give the umpire enough confidence that she would have taken it without this little touch by Hunt.
So our umpires being Claire Johnson and Nicola Stevens, and of course the reserve is Chantel King. So you sticking around 5 o'clock tonight? You've got another game. You're going to be here, Simi?
Yes, Millsy, I will be here.
I appreciate that. It's 2nd versus 4th. It's the Jets and the Thunder. Gary Passion Train Thunder had a good win. They've won 2 of the last 3. They're on a bit of a roll. He's got a good young side there, taking on the experience of the Jets. We're on air from about 5 to 5. So we'll get Simo's views on what she thinks that'll happen. That was a loose shot there by Gage. She's saying it got hit out of her hand. Must have been Gilbert on the ball. I didn't see it, did you?
I did see it. I can't say that Gilbert did help her not make that shot.
Right. Double negative there. Well said, Doctor. So,
well done there by Besto. Needed to make that shot. Casey Collins has come on to the court in that goal attack for Ella Berrettini.
So a Mizuno momentum shift there breaks the run of 3 to the Tigers. And sorry, who's come on?
Casey Collins has come on into goal attack.
So this is her first time on this level. So let's see how she performs.
Another great young Gold Coast product. Casey Collins played for the 18 and under Bull Sharks at the state titles just last weekend.
So the another incredibly tall young woman. There's a lot of them around here. Like, must be something in the water at Nepal land. So, because there are so many tall young people. One of them there, Bairstow, just ripped that in with one hand, left-handed, ripped it in, turns and takes a shot. Margin back to 14. It was 12 a little bit ago. And the Tigers, I guess their race is run. Gilbert shoves Gage there. No call from the umpire. And then she shoves Somerville for a good measure too. And pushing back hard, but Gage gets the shooter's roll.
Yeah, great shot there by Gage.
Gets the 35th for the Tigers. Bull Sharks 48. I don't have the stats in front of me, but I think that is his highest score thus far for the season, 48. So, a great effort. And Collins for her first shot. No, she kicks it out to Bairstow. And Bairstow gets it in. Hoping Collins will get a first shot there.
Yeah, I know. It would have been nice for her to go to post. Bairstow's been strong for the Bull Sharks this afternoon. She really provided a target for them, and she's been able to put the shots up when they matter. She missed that little one, I think, just before the halftime break was.
Yeah, we wondered if that was going to be a bit of a turning point. We were saying how, you know, they could have really put the cherry on top for the quarter. And no, they came out and scored 10 straight.
Yeah.
So
maybe it was a plan.
Yeah, like just to fire the rest of the team up. Yeah, well played. Steph Bairstow missed the shot deliberately to get the team where they needed to be. That's sporting psychology 101 for you. Tigers get another 36 to them, 49, margin of 13. So this quarter at present is 10-7 to the Tigers. So if they win it, they'll pick up 2 competition points, 3 for the match with the draw in the third. And that means they would have won the second half by 3 if the margin stays the same. So you're right, lucky there was a big margin there, that 10-0 run in the second quarter. The difference. Bairstow can't hang on to that, it goes out.
No, put on a lot of pressure there. Burns probably needed to swing it around the edge of the circle to let Bairstow open up, but Tigers have got the ball.
So Gribble, very stationary. Normally she drives and re-offers, very stationary there, like the whole Tigers team has been a bit today. And they've really struggled with this zone from the Bull Sharks. Ooh.
They have struggled with the zone.
So ball falls to them on the outside through Gage. And again, not the best feed into the circle.
No, they do. Emily Gilbert did a great job there to challenge on that ball. Oh, well done there.
That's it.
That's it.
Brilliantly done. Houston's played well since she's been out there.
Yeah, she has done a really good job. Her and Emily Gilbert look like they've got a nice little combo as well. So looks like, as well as the Bull Sharks playing really well for the majority of, well, for all of this game really, and to establish the lead. But it looks like they're starting to build some of those partnerships across their court, which I'm sure they would have been working to.
So Houston replaced Gilbert in the third. She's now replaced Grant in the last and has had limited opportunities but done well. And Somerville makes another goal, and that's margin back to 11. Sounds like a lot, but it's actually been the closest it's been for some time.
Yeah, that's right. And the Tigers have done a better job definitely in this second half.
Oxenford working very hard, setting screens, wants it now, gets it from Gilbert. Bertokini's back out there. So it was a brief foray for the young player. Passes off, finds Bairstow. They want to finish this game strong. Bairstow misses, overcooked that one. Bertokini can't pull it in, but gets the call.
Did a really good job there to go nice and strong. Oh, there's the one that Riley Burns tried to fire through. Probably needed to look to find another option.
Ball with the Tigers. They could get this back to single digits the way they're going. It's their centre next, margin 11, currently 2:41 to play. And Gage was shooting from the 3.1 metre mark and does nothing but net. A great shot.
Yeah, great shot there.
All of a sudden the Tigers look like the team that should be winning. Here's the replay and whoosh, nothing but net.
Nothing but net. They would have probably wished that they'd had that a little bit earlier in the match, but to the Tigers' credit, they have pushed and fought all game. Hasn't necessarily swung their way, but now they're being able to find a little bit of form and find those goals that had been begging or gone begging a little bit early in the game.
2 in a row for the Tigers to Emily Gage from distance. Gets the margin for the first time in the single figures since the first quarter. Sorry, early stages, second quarter. And they really need to finish strong here, the Bull Sharks, to make this a game memorable. They scored 31 by half time. They're now only at 50 for nearly the remainder of the match. There's a momentum shift from Mizuno. Gage with it again. She scored last 4, now 5. So, and 1:23 to play, single digits, margin 9. We've got some people from the coast watching, and Nicole Relton and Natalie Vi course, Natalie is a former Coffs Harbour representative player. So joins the coverage. Has played in the Ruby side, I believe, last year. I might be wrong. It might be a sister that played. So there's twins, so I'm not sure which one's which. So
Thank you for clarifying.
Well, just to think I'm not a complete idiot. It's embarrassing because they used to both work for me too when I had a sports centre on the Gold Coast. So a goal there to the Bull Sharks, gets the margin back to double figures 10. Tigers with it now, and they have not lied down in the second half.
No, they haven't.
Rosenoff back out there, and this is showing a bit of patience. Schuster's out there as well, showing a bit of patience that they didn't have early stages. And if they had, might have made all the difference.
Yeah, much more patience and a few more options to the ball.
So
it's harder to defend.
So inside the last minute, margin 9. The Tigers would like to keep it at single figures, and they will. Another turnover here. Oxenford in the 100th game gets called for obstruction.
Yeah.
Nearly was going to call a magnificent intercept.
She may have hoped that she got away with that, but a right call by the umpire.
Schuster finds Gage at the back. She's been deadly from here this quarter and continues that. And that'll be the last play of the game. Late last quarter by the Tigers. They've actually scored 17 to just 9. So they won it by 8. And the final statistic is 51 to 43 to the Bull Sharks. Thank goodness for 10-0 run in the second quarter. The Bull Sharks may not have been happy, Simone Olatu.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think, it was almost a game of two halves. The Bull Sharks were unstoppable in that first half, but to the Tigers' credit, they stuck there and they were able to take and win that second half. It's just a shame for them that the lead was so big or had been created. The Bull Sharks have created such that lead in that first half. But, yeah, well done to the Bull Sharks, though, getting that win.
First win of the season?
First win of the season on their captain's 100th game. So if they were ever going to do it, today was probably the day. And she had a ripper for her 100th, and like I said, she's only the right old age of 24, so we hope that she's playing.
How do you play 100 games by 24? So
you have to be Kristen
I reckon
Oxenford.
We should be checking that stat.
Yeah.
So Kristen Oxenford celebrates 100th. Maybe she should do a big thing for 101st as well. So and that'll get everyone excited as well. She gets 2 weeks off because we're not here next weekend. It's the Vicky Wilson Cup, but she'll be back in 2 weeks' time for the next round. So you've got to talk about the best. Who do you think, if you had to pick a player of the game, and of course we don't, but if we did a hypothetical one, where are you going? Are you going with the 100 game or are you going somewhere else?
Oh, look, it would be hard to go against Chrissy Oxenford, but I think today Steph Bairstow was really solid for the Bull Sharks as well. I think she, really stood up in that goal circle for them. Particularly earlier in the match, but you could really give it to anyone. It would also depend on which, what time of the court, which time of the game we were looking at. For you,
mine was Shane Grant. I thought she was excellent, considering who she was against. Like, she spent a lot of time on Amy Somerville, who my rate is probably the best player in the Tigers. That's just my opinion. And a world-class player, has played Swifts, Firebirds, etc., etc. So to me, to shut down her, she's had a big match, and they didn't score many. They were at half-time. What was it? It was 27-13, you know what I mean? So to hold them to that was pretty impressive. 31-15 at half-time. So, 15 goals and a half when you've got the quality of Amy Somerville, and she was missing shots. So that says a fair bit of amount of pressure that was being applied by Shanae Grant. So there's the table. The Bond Sharks have gone from 6th to 5th. The Tigers, disappointingly, from 5th to 6th. They won't be happy with that. Both chasing down the USC Thunder. Both those clubs want the Jets to flog the Thunder, don't they?
Yeah, I'm sure the Thunder will have something to say about that, but absolutely, I think from a ladder point of view, that's what they will be hoping for.
Well, that game is up next. We'll be back on air from about 5 minutes to 5. So myself and Simone will be calling that game, the Jets versus the USC Thunder. My name's Dave Mills. I've been joined in commentary by Simone Olatu. Simi, we'll see you in about half an hour, 40 minutes time, and we'll be back for a coverage. Bye for now, and be brilliant, Brisbane.